Occurred, February 20, 2019. 013 Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: changing duration. 30 seconds. Gravity-defying orbs in triangle shape. On the night of February 20th, my wife and I decided to step outside to take in the beautifully serene property of our recently purchased home. Immediately upon stepping onto the back porch, we both looked up to see what we thought was a spotlight, even though where we live made that impossible. I quickly stated that it must be the moon, while my wife directed my attention to the moon behind me, clearing up that mix-up. As we began to try and get a better look at the lights, a clear shape took form. There were 3 giant white orbs in a perfect triangular shape. When I say giant, I truly mean that this craft, if one solid unit, must have been the size of a football field. I work in an industry that allows me to make fairly accurate scale analysis in a moment's notice, and my brain simply could not process the sheer scale of the crafts. I jumped up onto the bench on our back patio to peer over the rooftop to see where it was moving, and it appeared to be complete. Eerily silent and heading east towards Geist Reservoir. Just as my wife joined me standing on the porch bench, it became very clear that this was not of earthly origin. The triangle-shaped craft quickly split into 3 orbs that shot in all different directions, breaking the laws of physics that we live by. And just like that, it was gone. I have lived with this unsettling event now for 2.5 months and still do not know how to process what I saw. I steadfastly believe that this planet has been visited by ETs at some point in the history of mankind, but to see something with your own eyes, and know that there are millions others like me, it's earth-shattering. I decided to share this information in the event it may help connect the dots to a bigger story, or at least preserve this event somewhere that it will not fall on deaf ears. I pray almost nightly now, having never been a religious man. I pray that whatever that was will come back so I can try to rationalize what I saw.
Occurred, June 14, 2019. 11:40 Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: light duration, 5 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. There were aircraft in the vicinity or aircraft chasing the object. Walking my dog at dog park before noon. Saw an electric blue light against the blue sky. Clouds were out but minimal, you could see through them. It stood out but you had to really look to see it. It went from one end of the park to the other. I tried to video it with my iPhone 6s, but it didn't show up on video until the last 2 seconds. It flew towards an industrial park 5 minutes from the dog park. I stayed for about 10 minutes to see if it would come back, but I lost it. On my way back home, passing the industrial park on my right, there was a helicopter. I was driving and couldn't really tell, but to me it looked like it had no markings and it could have been a black helicopter. There is a military base 10 minutes away from the park and industrial area. I was driving and could not stop, so I can't confirm it was a black helicopter. I don't think it a coincidence that I see a UFO and there's a helicopter flying around the vicinity after. I'm frustrated as the UFO only shows up in video the last 2 seconds, when I clearly and visually saw it the whole time while recording.
Occurred, the 1st of July 2019. 1:38 Location: Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape: light duration, approximately 30 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object, small light moving erratically over shopping plaza high in sky. We were at a laundry and tan connection, and my girlfriend said she saw something weird in the sky, from our car, far away, and couldn't tell if it was a satellite or plane, and asked me. I took a look, and noticed flashing lights, so I said it was a plane. I went back inside the laundromat and came back out about 25 minutes later, and my girlfriend pointed it out to me again, making a point of how erratic and quick its movements were. I observed, and noticed the same. It is moving too fast to be a conventional plane, and my girlfriend says that it's too high up to be helicopter. Her father is Air Force and has shown her various aircraft, and she says it just isn't moving right. She says it's almost moving like a fishing lure, jerking around a lot.
Occurred, the 7th of May 2019, 9 o'clock. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, oval. Duration, 15 minutes. Fleet of oval ships moving east. NUFORC note. Witness elects to remain totally anonymous, provides no contact information. NUFORC note. Witness indicates that the date of the sighting is approximate.
Occurred, August 22, 2019, 3 o'clock. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, flash. Duration, 4:30. Sitting in my car, seen 3 or 4 red and green flashes near Rockville Road and High School Road.
Occurred, September 23, 2019, 2300. Location, West Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, circle. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. There was an aura or haze around the object. Saw several circle lights several different times. The last one we saw was rectangular, very high up in the sky.
Occurred, the 10th of March 2019, 2:14. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, disk. Duration, 3 seconds. Characteristics: the object left a trail. Object left a neon orange trail in its wake. The trail diminished quickly, like a sparkler trail. At first I thought it was a shooting star. Then it stopped dead. It became aware that I was observing it. It shot straight up in an arch fatter than I've ever seen anything move.
Occurred, the 12th of November 2019, 2000. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, other. Duration, 30 seconds. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. Pyramid-shaped, narrow craft. 4 bank of lights beginning in red then white, and point light was red. Stable craft moving at a steady pace with no sound of propulsion system.
Occurred, November 28, 2019, 2350. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, light. Duration, 1 to 3 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. There was an aura or haze around the object. There were aircraft in the vicinity or aircraft chasing the object. Strange rotating lights seen over Indianapolis Airport Hub. I was returning to work after getting food on November 28, 19 around 2350 hours and noticed 4 to 5 lights rotating in a counterclockwise formation equally spaced apart from each other in a diameter. The lights while rotating would zoom into the center and then back out to the exact distance they originated from above the FedEx hub at the airport, above the control tower from the perspective to my location. The clouds were low-hanging, no craft was visible. I thought that it was strange to be seeing that, but also that it had to be some sort of ground light making this effect. I asked my senior officer about this on the 2nd of December 19 and he stated that there is nothing that would produce that over the hub. I have not seen the pattern before or since. I then searched the internet and located this reporting site that also has a claim of strange lights in Indianapolis roughly 15 to 20 minutes after the time I had observed them.
Occurred, November 29, 2019, 028. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, light. Duration, 1 to 3 minutes. Characteristics: there were lights on the object. There were electrical or magnetic effects. I was walking home after visiting family, and looked up and saw 3 lights rotating on an unknown object. The lights were above the clouds and it was completely silent. I called my roommate to tell them what I saw. During the call, the phone cut out for a few seconds, then the lights suddenly disappeared.
Occurred, December 21, 2019, 1900. Location, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shape, circle. Duration, 1.5 hours. Just west of Jupiter. An orb shot up and to the left. It was floating. Another one popped up and floated the same direction. This happened 6 times. They were never in the same location, so it wasn't a repeat item. I ran in, got my binoculars and spotted 12 more. I could follow the round orb across the sky with my binoculars. They were never in the same area nor the same angle of flight. I know what satellites are, and these were not satellites. They were too big and too fast. They flew just above Jupiter, lower right to upper left. I ran in, got my phone and tried to record a bunch more. I videotaped for 20 minutes. I don't know if you can see them. The video isn't that good. It was amazing. Hair on my whole body stood up. Wow, is all I can say.